Park. Finally getting ready to go. We got Nick, Reagan, MJ, Bryce, Amanda, and myself.
Those are not trail names.
I got Panda, Bryce, Reagan, MJ, Ramrod, and me, Pigpen.
Is that? Kids need trail names.
I need
what do you want your trail name to be?
Creeper.
Creeper?
Creeper.
What's your trail name?
That's just like your
That's not a trail name.
Yes, it is. Fine. I don't know.
Pick one.
Okay, just put it in your. My trail name is Scott.
Scott?
Yeah, that's my last name.
Okay, I just put it in the.
At least you're proud of your name.
Oh, you can call you Creeper Scotty.
No, Scott. Chloe. Scott.
She's in your little pocket.
Chloe, not. Well,
We'll check back in after we get this trail name thing situated.
I'm Chloe.
We're at the corral here.
Fine, I'll be Chloe.
The horse trail begins here off to the side, and the hiking trail should be straight down there a little bit, and then I think to the right. But as we've seen in the past, we tend to miss the trails a lot, so we'll see what happens. We'll check back in when we get on the road. Now about a quarter mile down the trail. Sandy, of course. A lot of Florida trails are. So heavy packs make it a little difficult, but not too bad. You see we just came from this nicely forested area. Now we're getting out. It's beautiful today, about 75 degrees. No rain forecasted. No real breeze. But, very nice so far. How you doing there?
Because we were waiting for a while. Then we get
There's my daughter making her own video.
Yeah, sure.
We'll check back in as we make some more progress. Come across this swampland just a little tiny bit further from the last video. We started at the corral this time. I think I pointed that out already. My last video I did not start at the corral. Started at some parking area up by the playground.
No, it's stuck in the ground.
But this is kind of neat.
Probably just a root. I'm keeping this safe still.
Very cool. You can see the pigs rooting around down here. I mean, they're not here now, but that's where they are rooting. But yeah. A gentleman named Florida Trailblazer has a YouTube channel and a Facebook page. He does a lot of hiking. Some of the folks on there post stories from back in the day in Florida. There's some stories of people traveling through stuff like this to get from point A to point B in the state before there was really any other way around Florida. So knowing those stories and seeing this kind of makes me wonder how they did it. Anyway, definitely check out Florida Trailblazer if you get a chance. Lots of hiking videos here in Florida. One of the few channels I know of that post a lot. And then their Facebook page, as I said, is a plethora of information.
Oh! You need to. Hey guys, look at this one. Really cool stuff.
Ooh! It looks like a gun! I got a gun! Chris, I got a gun!
I heard.
And it shoots out these! I got a gun that shoots out these! Or this.
Alright, we'll check back in further down the trail. Peace.
And then, yeah, sure. But the only thing I will accept is the food and
We're headed up closer to the primitive campsites now.
How close are you to the campsite?
We're probably about halfway there already.
Wow. Yeah. I cannot wait to get that camera out.
Heard something over there, probably just a bird or a squirrel.
It's probably just a squirrel. I heard something moving there.
But the sky is beautiful.
It is. Look at that tree. It's fall.
Alright, let's press on.
Sideways.
Ring, come here.
Looks like.
Is her bag supposed to be open like that?
It doesn't matter.
So mine.
Yeah, your netting.
Your mesh is hanging down, but it's
My what?
your mesh.
Your net part.
Oh. Oh yeah, I did that because I needed to get to the zipper.
Do you want it shut or do you want it to stay down?
It's fine either way.
There you go. I'll just hook. Yeah.
So I
So
think,
one prestige 4.
yep, I think up ahead here is going to be the crossroads from my last video out here. I could be wrong,
Next box, I'm really looking.
but we'll see.
This
We'll
time,
check back in if
before
it
we
is.
even start setting up the camp, I want to turn the GoPro on and get like a time lapse footage of getting everything set up. You know?
Okie doke.
I think that'll be cool.
Yeah.
Remember, like, on season 5
Here we are back at the crossroads. So again, just like last video, the primitive campsite's up and down this way. This is the direction I came from last time. And this is the direction we came from this time, from the corral. So this way is the corral, and this is where you'll come from if you're coming from toward the playground area. And I have no idea what's down that way yet, one of these days. So we're a little over halfway there, I think. If you're carrying a heavy pack for some reason, I do recommend coming from the playground area. Though I don't know if you can camp there overnight. But the reason for that is there's a decent incline coming from the corral that lasts for a while. It's not too bad, I guess, but if you're not looking to sweat, I'd come from the playground area.
Oh, that's a piece of metal, huh?
Is that like a pipe?
Come on, Bryce.
Kill something with it.
Yeah, like, throw that out of there.
Here's some deer tracks right here.
Yeah, right, not far from here is where I heard the pigs last time too.
See?
Yep.
I got metal.
Deer tracks.
So we're coming down the primitive camp and saw this tree and thought it was pretty awesome.
Is that what are we taking a break?
Nope.
No. We just took one.
You can see again how the scenery changed back here.
Oh no, I love to do.
Look, I got a stick.
Slash spear.
This one will be stabbing, and this one will be stabbing.
Sorry about that.
And this one will just be for fire. Fire, so that there will go fire, I could stab the
But,
bear.
up ahead in a little ways, we should find the split to go to either campsite 3 or campsite 1 and 2.
I think we should
Last time we went toward 1 and 2. This time we are going to campsite 3. Again, if you guys do want to come out here and camp, you'll need to go to pascocountyfl.com, I think it is, and reserve the site in advance. They do not do the reservations at the park anymore. It's all through online. All right. Or there's one of 3 offices, and I don't remember where they are off the top of my head that you can go to. But I do recommend it. It's a very pretty park. It's an easy trail. So if you have children you want to bring along, this would be the park to come to. Like my ankle is beautiful, but that trail was very, very rough when it wasn't maintained. We haven't gone back since they maintained it. But the kids did not have a good time there. Out here they're having a blast. So anyway, we will check back in again a little bit later. Here we go. I meant to come here and purify some of this so we don't find some other water. All these bugs flying around on it. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a lot of bugs. This puddle was here last time I came through about 3 or 4 weeks ago too. So.
Y'all see these tracks?
What are they?
Are they dogs?
Yeah, dogs.
Oh my god. This goes really deep.
So yeah, we'll check back in a little bit. Beautiful. A little bit further down the trail, and we're in a field of palmettos.
You okay? You want me to carry anything, Nick?
Hey, Dad.
Reagan, come here.
Dude,
Come here and drink some water,
I
bud.
see how it opens and closes.
yeah, you got it. MJ decided she doesn't like the taste of her water, so she's drinking all mine.
Give him some.
And because my water's like all gone.
Just gotta keep hydrated, buddy. We're almost there. Then you can rest at the campsite.
There's the Scott family.
Sleep in a hammock.
That tastes like jello.
Remember at the pool party I sat inside a hammock, it flipped over.
What pool party?
Oh my god, you don't even remember.
All right.
in.
So we're coming up on the split between the campsites. I'm about to need to get some water, so I had to stop.
Like in the middle of the field.
Yeah, whenever we were in there, you all like always stay in
You forgot to close it back up. Oh, no, you didn't. Good job, kiddo. So, yeah, right here is the split.
Yeah, and our water bottle was high.
So, you go to the right is primitive campsites 1 and 2. And we are headed to the left, primitive campsite 3. So, I have not been this way yet. I don't know what we're going to be in for. We should be not too far.
Reagan!
You see, we're continuing in this palmetto.
Daddy, I found the one that's not dead.
I don't know what you call a bunch of palmettos together, but they continue. As I understand it, you can tell a palmetto from a pine from this part right here. If it squares off, it's a palmetto, and if it goes to a point, it's a pine. Or, I'm sorry, a palm. I could have that backwards, so I verify, but the palms, from what I understand, you can pull the roots out and eat the bulb at the bottom, and that is your heart of palm. Again, double check. But yeah, like I said, it's beautiful today. It can't be more than 75 degrees in the shade, a little less. Little breeze coming and going now. Just a great day to be out in Florida. What is today? February 20th, 2016. So this is my first real hike of 2016, my first backpacking trip. It's been a busy year so far. But planning on doing this a lot more often. Sometime in March, my buddy Johnny and his girlfriend and I are going to come out to a different park probably and do another one. And these guys I'm with today, the Scouts, we're going to do Ocala eventually.
Why don't you make some more music?
Yeah, music.
We'll do music at camp, dudes. Dudes.
Very good. Oh, wait, it's too big.
She's pretty up there.
Nope. Too big.
This is bad too, Raven.
Is this one dead?
All right, we'll check back in as we get a little closer. So we fell into Kansas apparently. Let's see. Hunting. Yeah, the power lines up here. As I understand, the camp is just beyond the power lines. I came through last time when I went to the left. I want to say it was probably in front of that second power tower, whatever they're called there. Might have even been the third. I'm not sure how wide they fork. But it wasn't too far from this spot, I know that. So, RW, I don't know what that means. FPC. Nothing on the other two sides. I hope the site's a little bit away from these power lines because I don't want to hear the buzz all night. But we'll see. I know the map had it just fairly close. I'm coming, don't worry about me, I'll catch up. Hey guys, don't knock those. I don't know. Mina, no, don't hit those. Mina, we don't do that stuff because they have all this stuff growing on purpose to protect the environment.
I'm like walking with my eyes.
Yeah, see the vultures on top of the power line?
Yeah.
Right, there's vultures.
Ah, lost focus. There we go. Dropping poles. There we go. We're good. Go ahead, guys. Another one of those stone markers. This one says ARY. So looking to what those actually mean.
Nothing should really be going
Hey guys, hold on. MJ, stop. Let the bike go by. Maybe. How you doing? Good. Yeah, let's get up in the shade a little bit first. See how I turn shade up here?
Mommy's like the fastest one.
Yeah. Anyway, again, we will check in probably at camp next, unless something interesting comes up between now and then. Because we're very close to camp. I checked back in if something cool came out. This isn't like super cool, but these trees are just pretty neat looking, we thought. And the tunnel we're about to head into. Reminds me of the old Disney Sleepy Hollow show movie.
Was there like a forest fire out here?
I don't know how to make the end of my pictures. You can do the best friend effect.
Look at the burnt trees.
A lot of these trees are pretty cool. We saw similar groves like this and with the coochie.
The burnt trees.
Yeah, pretty neat, huh? Probably did a controlled burn through here.
Yeah, they're burnt, but everything else looks pretty.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. You figure the soot would have come off of the trees by the time it would have taken those palmettos to grow. That's kind of neat.
Come on, kiddos. Hey, come on. Reagan, come on.
Yeah, this is actually a really, really neat area. In fact, I'm going to put this phone away here for a minute and just enjoy walking through here. We just now arrived. Primitive campsite number 3. You can see Bryce and Nick are still catching up down there. But MJ, Reagan, and Amanda have made it. This doesn't look shabby. It's nice to see primitive campsites with a picnic table and a grill and even a trash can. Because most of the time you gotta pack out what you pack in, so this will be nice to be able to actually get rid of our trash and not carry it. There you go. Amanda's going to use her hammock for the first time ever, so some mild elation at the fact that those trees are perfectly aligned for her hammock camping. Anyway, I'm going to drop this pack and then take a gander around the campsite. I'm back in a second.
Okay.
All right. So we are back.
Mom, can I put this foot in
Mina has carried her littlest pet shots with her to make a little video in nature.
there? Put wood in there?
So she's got her own little YouTube video where she makes these little pet shop videos.
Chris,
She used to do
I got wood
animations.
to put in there.
All right, dude. We'll get to it. Go ahead and stick it in.
All right, I'm gonna run back, go to the gas station, and get some beer.
Weren't you going to set up your GoPro first?
Oh, yes.
Amanda wants to do a, have us all setting up to camp on her GoPro in fast motion. Which I won't capture on this video. But I believe her YouTube is Panda Goes Hiking. So if you want to see it, check that out. I'm just seeing what all's down here. This is obviously outside of the campsite, but I'm curious as to what's around. Oh, there we go. Little cistern, it looks like. The rangers did tell us that they just put a bunch of water down here somewhere, so I'm hoping that this is what they were talking about. No, I don't think so. MJ spilled most of her water on the way down. We bought her a cheap bladder from Walmart, and if the hose hangs down, the water just drains right on out. So let that be a lesson to you guys. Stick with your real bladders, the camelbacks, or I can't remember the other brand right now that's big. But I'm sure any of you hikers will know what I'm talking about. Yeah, now this is just another pump. Really pretty. One of the things I love about camping in Florida is that each park seems to have its own sort of charm. With the Coochie, it was just dense pine almost the whole time, which was kind of neat. It did get a little repetitive after we did like 11.5 miles there in one day, but it was still really cool. The way the wind came through the pines at night was kind of creepy because you could just hear it advancing on you. Mayaka was like an open African savanna or something, I don't know. But that was absolutely beautiful. And out here we're in more of a woodland type environment. Still with that Florida touch though, so it is pretty neat. So this is definitely one of our shorter hikes, I think. Took us, I'd say, about 3 hours. 3.5 maybe. Can't have been more than 3.5 hours tops. It's 3:30. We left about 1. So 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
left about 12 o'clock.
Well, no, because we were still at the
And we set it up like an hour.
we were still at the Corral at 12.
So yeah, that's only like 3 hours.
Any idea how close the river is?
It's a good distance to the south, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Because she has eyelashes.
If we'd have been at 2, it wouldn't have been too far off. But
So maybe I could like sell her for $12 and buy the one online.
all right, we're gonna get this stuff set up, cook some dinner, and then maybe we'll follow up more later tonight or tomorrow. Here we are set. Oh, Mina, don't do that. We are set up. There's Panda's hammock. That's where Ramrod's gonna get sleeping with the kids. MJ and I are gonna squeeze in this little Eureka Solitaire over here. Now, when we plan to come out here, it's supposed to get down to the low 50s, so we got sleeping bags, but it doesn't seem like we're gonna need them. We're approaching sunset, and it is still pretty nice. It's got to be still 70-something degrees. A little fire going. The kids went around and collected pine cones. We cut up some dead trees sitting over off to the side. Nice little sight.
Say hi, Nick.
Hey.
Right?
Oh, I got 4G out here.
No kidding.
We can watch a movie.
Save your battery.
Anyway, so this is the site. Now, the trail does continue on past here. And if I look at the maps right, it goes from Starkey Park, and then you leave the park boundaries. We might already be out of the park boundaries, I'm not sure. And enter Starkey Wilderness Preserve, and there's 20 some odd miles of trails out here. And there are 3 more primitive campsites far off to the north. So I don't know, I haven't looked at them enough to measure if you are supposed to be able to like camp here one night and then hit this trail and make it to the next ones the next night, or if you would get stuck somewhere in between or what. But one of these days we might find out. This is actually a really nice park. As I said before, if you have children, this is great. I mean, this was a 3-mile hike to campsite 3. I think it's a little over 4 to campsite 2. And campsite 1 I think is about an equal distance, a little over 4. But it was great for the kids. I mean, as adults had to carry all the heavy stuff, the sleeping bags and the tents and the water and stuff like that. So the kids just had their own personal water and a couple little items. But there was no complaining on the hike down here. They were all energized, having fun. It was a good time. So you can see there the hiking trail sign. It continues on way up there. I think you can see it. Let me see. Yep, up there. Continues and for quite a ways. That will continue on. I'll continue saying continue. And then of course the standard Florida airplanes that you can never get away from. But that's the only complaint I ever have about hiking here is that there's always the airplane noise. You can't dodge it. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and shut off for the day. We might do something later tonight. Since we can have a fire here. See, these guys, every time we've gone camping in the past, it has rained nonstop, or at least one big deluge before we got to camp. So we've never been able to have a fire. We've never gotten to camp dry. So this is our first time actually being able to do this stuff, to not have to change out of these clothes and dry our shoes. What's up, Reagan? Do you want to do what? There you go, some dead wood. Yeah, you can throw that on. So anyway, we might stay up a little bit tonight and enjoy having a fire. And with that, I'll check in later. Boop. So we're coming back from around Camp 2 now. A ranger told us this morning that they had extra water down by Camp 2. So if you end up looking for it ever, when you come down this road, if you're coming from Camp 3, you'll come down this road. The blazes will veer off to the right. That's going to take you to Camp 1. You want to actually go to the left. There'll be a covered bench you can sit and rest at, and they have a cooler there full of water. So just keep that in mind if you run short of water. Anyway, as you can tell, Nick and I have been walking for a while now. We left camp about, I don't know, 2 hours ago. Yeah. Thinking it was going to be a mile to get to this. Now the sun's almost down. Thankfully, I brought my headlamp, so we'll be okay to get back to camp. But there's a little sunset for you while we head on back.
That smells good.
So it's dinner time.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
my favorite.
yeah, and then just
too.
screw it on. Nick and Amanda are using their camp stove for the first time. Bryce is playing on the thumb drum, the thumb piano. Reagan's waiting her turn. MJ's eating her favorite meal, just like every kid, some top ramen.
I really
Got
want
some soup
that.
here.
I want some of that.
Hey, Dad.
Yes.
Dad, do you have any? Oh my shit.
Wait, it's so cold. It's hot.
Dad, do you have any more bacon? Want some?
Is it so hot
What's that?
it's cold?
No.
Reagan,
What
we're
are you
making
talking
here.
I
about?
want some.
We're making.
Dad.
What?
Extra some.
What you want?
Beef
Top
dip.
ramen? Yeah, I've got some.
We've got some.
Okay.
Get their soup.
Which one of them?
So this is it at night. It's really peaceful. It's really nice. MJ spilled all her water, so we had to go find more. The rangers told us there was some by Camp 2. We thought it was a mile away. It turned out to be a 6-mile round trip that Nick and I walked on top of getting here already. But it was beautiful. We came along at sunset. I'll have some pictures of that in the video. So anyway, this really is the last one for tonight. Might do some more on the way home. Might not. Don't know. But if not, thanks for watching. And we'll see you on the next trip. We'll see your kids next time, or if it'll just be adults or what.
You
But
want this?
anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it.
She
MJ,
wants some.
MJ,
No,
say
I
bye.
don't. I want
Bye.
some of my double noodles.